Hello, sir. Clint here, Crimson Landscape. Here to talk about round two of your design. All right, made the changes we talked about during our Zoom call today. Just a quick walkthrough. Alrighty, I'll turn this way, zoom it in. All right, so you have a nice big fire pit space. It matches the width of this bedroom here, so it all lines up. We have a nice landscape bed here. Not super worried about plants this round. We're just trying to get the location of the bed laid out. In the gaps here, these gaps are called leave outs. Turf is going to be a more expensive option. River rock or gravel will be a cheaper option. But you can look at it both ways. Kind of depends on where you want to spend your money. If you do the river rock or gravel, we can install lights with it. If you do the turf, we can't do the lights. Whatever the case may be, the drainage will be hidden in these spaces. But we'll have drainage buried in there. Okay, let me go over to, of course, the sitting wall. With the sitting wall, you have two choices. So we typically use a travertine stone veneer. You don't have to build the wall round one. It's always better if you build it during this part of it because we build it out of a block and put a stone veneer on it. On the back, we can do a skim coat, almost like stucco, or we can have the stone go all the way around it. Your choice. Depends on where you want to spend your money. Then just a luter's cap on top, which is just limestone. That's a fancy word for limestone. Or we can do a travertine cap as well, again, depending on where you want to spend your money. All right, on this space over here, the step goes across, as you can see, it goes all the way across. The height of the step will be based on a few factors, and whether you need one step or two step will be a couple of factors. As we get closer to your final decision, so let's say this is the layout you like. We'll send the project manager out. He'll get some elevation measurements and determine, based on these dimensions, how much do we have to overcome. That'll determine how much step we need. A typical step is going to be 5.5 inches. So if we have to overcome, let's say 15 inches, well, you have to add a couple steps. So instead of one step down here, we would just add a second step down here. Leave outs here as well. Turf or river rock, your choice. Nice big space for the table. Then the water fountain here in the middle, and the water fountain can be in gravel. It can be whatever you want. A lot of people buy ceramic pots, big ceramic pots, and virtually any ceramic pot we can turn into a water fountain. Then over here to the right, we have the sitting space, no change. Then some plants here in front of the space, kind of as a block to mitigate people from falling off. So the big thing that we just don't know at this point is what the difference in elevation is between the patio, where the final location of the patio will be, this space here, and where it ends down here. So from a river rock perspective, these are the most common river rocks that we install. This is salt and pepper. This is Arizona. This is going to be a native brown. This is going to be salt and pepper again. This is going to be Arizona. This is going to be Mexican beach pebble, really popular option. Then we have some flavors of gravel. And this is going to be Texas brown. Texas brown might match your stucco better. This is going to be native. Don't use that decomposed granite. So that's the native brown again. So the river rock itself ranges from $190 up to $399 in the brown flavors. Then the Mexican beach pebble, this one here, is going to be the most expensive. This is about $825 or $830 a ton. It's really expensive. Again, so it depends on which flavor you like. You could go with earth tones, light tones. The salt and pepper is a light tone that has a little bit of gray mixed in, a little bit of brown mixed in it. We'll put the options in the agreement as we get closer. You could narrow, let's say you pick salt and pepper. We bring samples out before we're ready to do the river rock, and you just pick your sample, and it's just a price per yard or ton for the material. So not a major issue. The last bit of it that you won't see that we'll include in the pricing will be drainage. So we have to put drainage in here to make sure we capture all the water and send it off the property. There'll be a little bit of unknowns with the drainage, but we'll get pretty close on pricing. Then the biggest swing you're going to have in cost from the concrete perspective is going to be turf versus, the upper level is going to be turf in the upper level versus gravel in the upper level. If you just had a little bit of turf, and like in the gaps, and not do turf anywhere else, then I probably wouldn't do turf. With turf is about scale. The more turf we do, the better price. So if you're going to do this lower area down here in artificial turf, then it makes sense to do the gaps. If you're not doing this lower level down here, and you're only doing this upper level, it probably doesn't make sense to do the turf. We can come back and repair this as grass, and this is grass, or we can make it turf, your choice. I'll price both, and I'll price both as new, so you can kind of see the worst case scenario between the two. I think that's about it for now. If you have any questions, just let us know. If you're ready to schedule the next step, which will be schedule our project manager to come out and meet with you and take some additional measurements, we're ready to do that. And if you're a first-time guest seeing one of our videos, you can check us out at crimsonlandscape.com.